boy Choke, no joke out here in DR. My man Delvin, see him?
Yeah. And Dominican Republic.
All right.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Choke, no joke. Primo, you ain't want to give me no beat, so I'm stealing one. Take it personal. You know you my guy, Primo. Love you. You gonna give me a beat after this one? I never thought that you would cry me, go against me, and backstab. Third eye is strong, word is bond. Put you on the fakes, and now you won. I gave you support, and you play me. For those who play with butt, yeah, I'm talking Breakfast Club, Revolt, whatever. All I know is birds of a feather. Hang with those that they hate. Once the realness, now you fake, and I see through you. What you gonna do when they book you and your Duke shoot? I know you think I'm expose you. This ain't no threat, take it personal. Choke, no joke. 2023, it's all me. You hear me? 2023 is all me. They say why I don't come around the game, cause all y'all do is undercover game, and I don't play those fucking games. Yo, stop the track, I'm fucking Slay. Rest in peace, K Slay.
Certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lion-hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black. We pass kneeling, how you shit on cap.
Did you kneel to what you stand?
What I what?
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Okay, I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check. The pros went back, and that's no cap. Leaving cap with no salary cap. Your son said you his dad, and you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands, say lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son, they call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. No palm tree, the trees in the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the ass. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful who show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap West Coast, both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES. So it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is.
Choke, no joke, chiggy choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chiggy choke, no joke. Joke, no joke, you know what it is. Come in, come in. Come one, come all. Come one, come all, children. Let me see who's in the who is in the building. I'm here sipping on some red wine. You already know. I don't know why I don't have it in the glass. With my lazy ass. All right. Shout out to AC in the building. First in the building. You already know Chocavelli is here. All right. KC Lynbrook, what up? Pat, what up? Pat, stop asking, is it live all the goddamn time, nigga? If you're going to watch, God damn it. All right. Stephanie T, what up? 2020 in the building. All right. Yeah. Kareem Smiggity. All right. Adrena, what up? Stop lying. What up? Payday. D1 got nothing to lose. The brother was an elementary school teacher, and now he's a professor. We at war, and the music is a form of psychological weapon. Y'all saw they clone Tyrone. Know what I mean? He got his life to lose. You better fucking believe that, nigga. Fuck is you talking about he ain't got shit to lose. But I'll get into that in a minute. Let me shout out my people. All right? I appreciate your comment, though. Payday 39 in the building. Steady grinding in the building. KC Lynbrook in the building. The Vinyl King. Cinnamon looking real spicy in the building. John Paul, what up, what up? Crystal Hope, what up, what up? CC Crippin in here. I think you told me that's Cecilia if I was, am I correct? Or something like that. Of course, my girl, Michelle Frizzy is in here. All right, Wilson Howard's in the building. Choke, no joke, y'all already know, man. We are dealing with November 10th. Friday, November 10th. Ain't this Veterans Day? I think it's Veterans Day. If I ain't mistaken, I forgot to turn on my Instagram. Hold on. Let me get Instagram in here. I want them to feel left out. Oh shit. Shout out to my man Head Crack. Shout out to Cool Keith. They got the Cool Keith tours out right now. They're in Atlanta tonight. I think they're in New York tomorrow. Shout out to Cool Keith. Shout out to Head Crack. Y'all already know what it is. Oh yeah, if y'all didn't see the trailer for Gaddafi joint, it's on my in my community chat. I would have played it, but I don't know if I have the rights to play it, so I didn't. But I did post it. Shout out to Yasmin Fuller. She hit me up today. Much love to her. Rest in peace, Gaddafi. Get this Instagram going real quick. Hold on, y'all. 2 seconds. Let me get this Instagram cracking. And I got some more paperwork tonight. Shout out to everybody on that gram. I'm live on YouTube. The link is in my bio. Holla at me. We got the current events tonight. All right. Where do I want to start? Let's start with Mayor Adams. All right. I wanted to talk about Beyonce too, but I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and do that separate. I don't want to mash up in this negativity. Hey, anybody came for the reward? Anybody found 5 pictures of Reggie yet with Tupac? I'm ready to give away this reward. I don't know if y'all want it. You know, anybody yet? Anybody find 5 pictures with Reggie and Tupac? Anybody? Please hit me up. Let me know. We need 5 pictures of Reggie and Tupac. Has anybody found 5 pictures of Reggie and Tupac? Cookie, you got them? You know, you got my number, cause you could text me right now, Cookie. All 5 pictures. I will put them on the screen. Cookie says she got them, y'all. You know she's a comedian at the same time, so clearly she's joking. Because if y'all ain't get it, I know Cookie ain't got it. Cookie over it. Come on, Cookie, stop. You pulling my leg, girl. You over here pulling my leg on goddamn On Instagram, girl. Stop pulling my leg. You ain't got no pictures of Reggie and Tupac. Stop the bullshit, girl. Stop the bullshit. And I ain't taking no AI pics either, Stephanie T. No AI pics. You might have to get the negatives, goddammit. Man, it's been a whole month. Y'all telling me this man was running security at death row. Y'all can't find 5 pictures. Y'all can't even screenshot him on a documentary or nothing standing next to Tupac. What y'all doing, man? Y'all don't want the gift. This man worked at death row. He ran death row. If I ask you for 5 pictures with Suge and Tupac, y'all gonna find those immediately. So this man ran death row records. This man was the head of security at death row records, according to him. And y'all telling me y'all can't, with the internet, y'all can't find 5 pictures of this fool? Come on, man. I'm mad at y'all, man. Y'all ain't doing no research. Somebody said he don't have 5 pics with Suge. Come on, man. Y'all, man. Come on, man. All y'all got to do is act like y'all like Reggie. Hit him in his DMs. Hey, man, I'm trying to win this prize from Choke. Send me 5 pictures of you with Tupac. I'm sure somebody already tried it. Bootleg Jay probably did it. He's like, hey, Reggie, there's a reward out there for 5 pics with you and Tupac, Reggie. Can I go through your photo album, Reggie? And can I send them and get the reward, Reggie? Reggie, there's a reward for 5 pictures with you and Tupac. The guy over there, Choke No Joke, he says it. Come on, man. We could use that, man. We could use that reward, Reggie. Just give me 5 pictures of you and Pac. I know you was in the studio with him, right? He came to the office, right? He was at the Christmas party, right? He went to the MTV Awards, the Soul Train, right? You ain't got no pictures, no video standing next to him that I could screenshot, Reggie? Come on, Reggie. We've been doing this shit for 4 years now. I know you got a picture with Tupac. Lying ass nigga. Him and Tupac. How you sit there and got a whole page dedicated to a nigga you ain't got a picture with? How? You got a whole channel dedicated to Tupac. And you said you ran the label that he was on. You was the head security of the label that he was on. And you don't got a picture with this nigga nowhere. Nobody can find you in a video with him where they could screenshot it at least 5 times. What kind of security was he doing? Oh, we know. Oh, you know what? Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. If Tupac Shakur had a better security company, he would still be alive today. If Death Row had a better security company, he would be alive today. Suge wouldn't be in jail, and because his security company would have been protecting him. He wouldn't have been in the car by himself. He wouldn't have been around the MGM. He wouldn't have got violated and did all that time for nothing if he had some good security. He paid all that money. Well, he was getting, what, 5 G's a month? He was getting 5 G's a month. How I know that? Rich guy. That's why your ass is out here selling drugs, because you're only making 5 racks a month. 5 racks a month at death row. That's what you was making, nigga. 5 racks a month. That's why your ass was out here selling drugs, nigga. That's why you was selling drugs. That 5 racks a month in security, it wasn't doing it, nigga. Only thing that shit was doing is keeping your feet swollen, standing on your feet all day. That nigga was getting 5 G's a month. Tell him to prove me wrong. Rich guy with your big house. Oh, this nigga with the big house. Oh, y'all go there. Oh, y'all get to see his choke wall. This nigga hate my wall, y'all. I love my wall. I'll show y'all around my house. Come on, let me give you a tour. Fucking knucklehead sitting there talking shit about me. But like I said, I got some more paperwork, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Let's go with the let's get to the news, all right? So, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, y'all remember I think it was a couple of weeks ago. One of his somebody that was the feds raided one of his workers or assistants home, or somebody, a campaign person or whatever, the person that ran his campaign, the feds that ran it, they own. But now today, the feds ran up on Darian. Sharita Knight was lying big time on Bums First. I counted 10 lies. Type out those lies for me. Or I could drop the link for you if you want to come on and tell us the 10 lies. Let me know. So the feds ran up on New York Mayor Adams today. And this is what happened.
Adams confirming that the FBI has breaking news. New York Mayor Eric Adams confirming that the FBI has seized a cell phone from him as part of a federal investigation. This coming just days after FBI agents executed a search warrant at the home of Adams' chief fundraiser.
Hold on 1 minute. Before I get into this, I have to do one thing. Let's get legal over here. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, common news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit education or personal use, tip the balance in favor of fair use. Bang! All right? When I'm using this under fair use, all right, to criticize, comment, and news report, all right? Let me take that back.
Breaking news. New York Mayor Eric Adams confirming that the FBI has seized a cell phone from him as part of a federal investigation. This coming just days after FBI agents executed a search warrant at the home of Adams' chief fundraiser. ABC News senior investigative reporter Aaron Katersky joins me now live for more. Aaron, so what's the latest here?
Well, we're told that on Monday, after an event at NYU, FBI agents approached Mayor Eric Adams and demanded that he turn over 2 cell phones and an iPad, the electronic devices that he had on him at the time. We're told the mayor complied voluntarily, and it followed the mayor apparently learning that an individual who was not identified had acted inappropriately He or his campaign or his attorney had reported it to the FBI, and that's when the agents showed up to demand a search of his phones and his other electronic devices. There's no word on who this person that the mayor reported was. The mayor himself has not been accused of any wrongdoing. But Alex, this all has to do with an investigation into campaign contributions being led by the FBI and federal prosecutors from the Southern District of New York. At issue is whether illegal foreign donations from Turkey were somehow injected into the Adams campaign through a Brooklyn construction company.
Interesting. Well, and Aaron, I mean, how is the mayor responding to this?
The mayor put out a short statement to say that he is going to be complying with any investigation and that he has followed the law and that he has done nothing wrong. He says, as a former police officer himself, he always instructs members of his staff and his campaign to follow the law. It was interesting, though, this whole federal investigation spilled into public view because of an action the mayor himself took. The FBI had raided the home of his top fundraiser, a woman named Brianna Suggs, who lives in Brooklyn. And the mayor himself was supposed to be at a White House event on immigration, abruptly decided not to attend, turned around, came back to New York, he said, because he knows Suggs, but ultimately did not speak with her. But clearly this has been top of mind for the mayor and for his campaign. Alex.
Well, Aaron, I know you'll stay on this for us, but thank you for your reporting tonight.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out.
Now, I don't know about this whole campaign thing, this, that, and the third. I think it's probably more than that, than just a campaign thing. But I know this Ray, if the FBI been watching them, he's been around all these rap dudes. And I believe that they saying that I seen in another news article, they saying that either somebody from his legal team allegedly, or somebody close to him gave them some information. But oh, you know what? Let's see what he got to say about this. Still under fair use here. He gave a statement. Let's see what he had to say here. This might be for the raid on his
questions from reporters today about the FBI's raid last week at his chief fundraiser's home.
Federal investigators looking into whether the mayor's campaign received illegal foreign donations. Fox Antoine Lewis joins us live in studio with what the mayor had to say today. Antoine.
A lot of tough questions, Stephen. Natasha, good evening. The mayor was direct, insistent that no one on his staff broke any rules. He also gave more insight into why he returned to New York last week so abruptly.
She outraised every other fundraiser that was in the race. She worked hard. She learned.
Mayor Eric Adams on his top fundraiser, Brianna Suggs. Last week, FBI agents raided the home of Suggs. According to the search warrant, the FBI is investigating whether the Adams 2021 mayoral campaign conspired with the KSK Construction Company of Brooklyn to funnel foreign money into the campaign by way of a straw donor scheme. And while agents left with several boxes, the mayor, confident and insistent that no wrongdoing has occurred, by way of a directive that's been in place since before day one.
And what I stated, we must always follow the rules because we knew that our campaign will always be scrutinized. And so we wanted to make sure we were above reproach.
Adams was in the nation's capital as part of a coalition of U.S. mayors to meet with White House officials about the migrant crisis when notified of the raid. He says his decision to skip the meeting and return to New York was twofold.
There was a professional part of maintaining, my staff and my city. But I think sometimes we miss the fact that there's a human part to life. As a human being, I was concerned about a young 25-year-old staffer that went through a traumatic experience.
Suggs has been with Adams since 2017 when he was Brooklyn Borough president. According to the New York Times, she was issued a subpoena to testify in front of a federal grand jury. Team Adams says they are cooperating fully.
And I think, as you know, there have been no accusations of wrongdoing that we are aware of.
I would be shocked if someone states that our campaign coordinated in illegal behavior. I cannot tell you how much I start today with telling my team, we gotta follow the law. Gotta follow the law.
Mayor Adams says he has retained an outside law firm, and in regards to campaign donations, the mayor says the team routinely declines those from any potential donor once they sense any potential red flags. Steve and Natasha.
All right.
I tell you one thing, you know he black for real. He driving to the White House, he get a call, hey, they just raided your girl's house. That nigga say, that nigga turned around and went right back. Like, nigga, I'm not going to the White House and the feds just raided my head campaign person. Nah, they gonna grab me at the White House. Yo, I'm out of here. He talking about, nah, you know, I was concerned, you know, as, you know, a regular person that, you know, she worked for me. I got to go and see what's going on. You know, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm not going to the White House. Turn this fucking car around. God damn it. That nigga's probably getting off the exit going to the White House on Pennsylvania Avenue and shit. Like, wow, we can go to the White House. Hello? Yo, they just raided, what was her name? I can't think right now. They just raided so-and-so house, the feds. What? Turn this car around. I'm not going to, you think I'm going to the White House and they just raided our house? Man, turn this car around. We're going to say we had to see what was going on. They sitting there at the table waiting for the men. Where's Mayor Adams? They said they was getting off the exit right now. This nigga back on the turnpike like, I ain't going to the White House. Nigga, I'm black. I ain't stupid. Like, that nigga that went to the White House, they'd have grabbed his ass right there. So we going to see what happens with this. Man, if that mayor gets indicted on some goddamn shit like that and go to jail, bro. All these rap niggas y'all seen around him, you better believe there's going to be some cases coming out. Oh, no. We got, whoo. Oh, this is the mayor with the rappers? Y'all want to see who he hanging with? They ain't on him because of no goddamn turkey. Nigga, you hanging out with the thugs. This nigga hanging out with Eric B. Oh, really? Woo, buddy, your ass in trouble, boy. Oh, no. Yeah, this is why they on his ass. Yeah, nigga, you don't got around too many rappers. This ain't about that. Look how he dressed. Okay, buddy. Can't mess with the niggas in the hood, brother. They gonna get you. Let's see how many rappers stand next to him for this case. They gonna hold him down. So let me get to this right here. I don't know how many. Wait, let me let me see if I could. I want to find Rick Ross. Hold on. I want. Let's see something here. They got 3 hours left on them death row chains. 3 hours left. That's midnight. Midnight for them death row chains, y'all. Is this it? Yeah, it is here. Okay. All right. So there's this rapper named D1. I'm not going to act like I know who the hell he was before all of this because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But this young brother, right now is out here on the campaign calling out other rappers that don't do the type of music that he do, right? So the reason I say D1 or dumb one on this one, because I understand where the young dude is coming from as far as being a intellectual and wanting change and this, that, and the third, right? But there is a way to do this, right? So let me create an analogy here so the older and the younger could come together and understand what I'm about to talk about, what I'm gonna get into with this D1 and these other rappers, a generation of maybe above him, right? I'm gonna play a couple of his videos, right? And then no, let me talk about it first. Then I'm gonna play the videos, right? So, like I said, I understand the young boy, right? So, for those my age or older or a little younger, we're gonna look at D1 as Public Enemy, right? Or Brand Nubian, right? Or X-Clan, right? We're gonna look at him as that, and he wants to uplift his people as a Public Enemy or X-Clan or one of these dudes go. All right. Then we got on the other side, let's call D1 Public Enemy. Right? No, not Public Enemy, Chuck D. We're gonna call D1 Chuck D, right? And D1 would be from our age demographic, right? He would be Chuck D talking shit about NWA, right? Or Ice Cube, or let's say it'll be Chuck D talking to Ice Cube, even though we know Ice Cube and Chuck D is cool, right? But Chuck D message, the X-Clan message, Brand Nubian message was to uplift the people, the power of the black people or the people or the culture, this, that, and the third. NWA was given a perspective from the streets, right? Saying the same thing, but in not a such intelligent way, but speaking it in a way that niggas from the streets can relate to. So D1 is saying, fight the power, right? Or Chuck D is saying, fight the power. NWA is saying, fuck the police, right? It's the same message, right? Fight the power, the powers that be, right? Fuck the police is saying, fuck the powers that be, right? Now, Chuck D may be saying it in a politically correct way. Fight the power, the powers that be, right? NWA, Ice Cube, Eazy-E is fuck the police, y'all, right? It's the same message, right? But Chuck D is saying it, talking to people probably a little more educated, went to college, you know what I'm saying, and saying it going across a politically correct, it's still abrasive, but politically correct way of saying fuck the police. NWA is saying the same thing, but in a non-traditional way and don't give a fuck about being politically correct, right? So, yeah, more eloquent. That's a nice way of saying it, right? So, fast forward to today, right? Now, this dude, D1, whoever he is, he's not new to hip-hop. There are people that follow him and knew him, right? And those may be the college kids. I never heard of a nigga because I'm from the streets. So why am I hearing about him now? Because he's attacking the streets. So it's Chuck D now saying, yo, Ice Cube, why you talking like that? Why you rapping like that, Ice Cube? You ain't got to be talking like that. You ain't got, you ain't got to be rapping about the streets. You ain't got to be talking about selling drugs. But this is what Ice Cube is seeing in his neighborhood. This is his way of communicating with the niggas that ain't in college. He's talking to the people that understands his way of speaking. Now, fast forward. D1 going at Jim Jones, going at Rick Ross, going at Meek Mill. Now, for me, I'd say it's a clout chase, right? Now, he may have clout. People may know him and this, that, and the other. But I never heard of him, right? And I've been in this shit 50 years, right? Not saying I listen to everybody's music or I should know who he is. But the reason he's falling on my radar is because he's attacking the niggas that I understand their message, right? So, but he's doing it in a way to gain attention on himself, which ain't smart. Because Chuck D could talk to NWA without talking down on them, without making them feel like they doing something wrong or they destroying, destruction, this, that, and other. Because there are niggas in the streets that can relate to them more than they can relate to Public Enemy. Right? Now, Ice Cube wasn't a gangbanger. Ice Cube is just as educated as D1 is. He went to school and all that. But the way that he spoke to the niggas in the street, he had to speak the language of the niggas in the street for them to get it. And we got it. Right? So what the young boy is failing to understand is you could have talked, you didn't have to mention Meek Mill name. You didn't have to mention Rick Ross name. You didn't have to mention Jim Jones name. You calling these niggas out for attention. That's where the clout chase come in. Because he could have said everything that he was saying without trying to criticize these guys like they wrong or how they deliver their message. However they want to deliver their message, they deliver their message as long as the people get it. I know for a fact, Meek Mill is not standing on the fucking corner selling drugs right now. I know for a fact Jim Jones is not standing on the corner selling drugs right now. He ain't got no gun case shooting nobody. He not out here robbing and stealing, right? But his message and his music is not leading niggas to a destruction. He is sitting there spitting the language of his people, whether it's Bloods, whether it's gang members, this, that, and the third, but he's still giving off a positive message in some of his music. And some of his music, he may be just doing entertainment, but we know that he's not on the street selling drugs. We know that he's giving niggas jobs. We know, especially Rick Ross. Rick Ross is the wrong, for me, in my opinion, Rick Ross is the wrong nigga to be sitting there trying to shit on because he rapped about, this nigga was a cop. He was a correction officer, right? But his music was talking about the streets, the drug dealing, this, that, and the third. Even today, it's like Pusha T. We know Pusha T ain't selling no motherfucking coke, but he still rap about it. That's his lane, right? So instead of young boy criticizing them and calling them out, he could have talked about, yo, there's rappers out here that's, you know, still perpetuating this type of lifestyle, boom, 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 boom. But when you start saying niggas' names, you opening the door for some whole other shit. Because now it ain't now it ain't you preaching a positive message. Now what you're doing is you downing the next man, the next black man. When you could have easily pulled up on these dudes and had conversations. Or you could have been like, yo, let's do a song together and let's do it from this perspective, right? But once you start dealing, now this is where he's fucking up at. You're trying to be what's the word I'm looking for? You trying to be highly educated and talking to these guys, whether you trying to use God-fearing or God or Jesus, the Bible or whatever it is, but you're still talking to niggas that can get ignorant. You're talking to niggas that can get ignorant. Jim Jones can be ignorant when he want to be. He may not see it from your perspective. All he is you shitting on him, talking bad about him. Same thing with Rick Ross. Because the professor can't talk to the street nigga and think that he's going to understand everything that he's saying. So let me give you an example of some of this, what I'm talking about. All right. And we still under fair use, right? Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational person who use tips and bounds in favor of fair use. Pow! We are going to be using this under fair use. Now let's get into this.
People saying, why would you publicly challenge certain artists that are glorifying murder and drug dealing and negativity in their music? The better question is, why would you not? If they have the audacity to publicly push these messages out there and reach the masses with them, then we should have the audacity to publicly oppose these messages. It don't go like, oh, you could put all that harmful stuff out there and reach whoever you want loudly and proudly, but we got to hit you up one-on-one on the cool. Like, if we got an issue with it, we got to say something behind the scenes and quietly, because we don't want to offend you. If we're trying to do God's work, it don't work like that. See, for the first time, a line is being drawn, and that line is making people uncomfortable because you're having to decide what side you on. Are you on the side that's okay with them messages and okay with the impact of those negative messages? Or are you on the side that's like, nah, we ain't rocking with that? You heard me? And a lot of people never had to decide which side of the line they was on, and it's making people uncomfortable right now. But that's not finna make me quiet. That's not finna make us quiet, because when you're doing God's work, it ain't something to be quiet about. It's something to be proud of.
Meek Mill, you could do better. Jim Jones, you could do better. Rick Ross, you could do better. I gotta see you do better. Wait. Little man, whoever you is, until you feed the kids where you from for 20 years straight. Don't question Rose. Wait until you buy 10,000 bikes, 10,000 trikes. Give all the young girls who pregnant Pampers for Christmas for 20 years straight. Don't question boss. You heard me, little man? Get that basket off your head so you could think clear, little man. You going viral for speaking on niggas' names, not because of your talent, not because of your gift. Go viral, player, off of your wisdom that you sharing. You speaking on that, yeah, Meek Mill, you just, well, you know how many niggas died this summer? They released self-destruction. This niggas dying right now. It's gonna be niggas don't make it to see in the morning. Get that basket off your head, boy, and come together with real niggas around the world. So when your grandma need a kidney, nigga, since you want to go viral, I'm going to show you how to go viral, little man. But go viral feeding them kids in your hood. Go viral giving them bikes away. Go viral Christmas time. Now, don't be saying, Jim Jones just gave away goddamn 6 figures worth of clothes in his hood. And you a nigga who talking. Looking vegan, knowing you eat more goddamn Piggly Wiggly bacon than any other nigga out here. Shut up. Yeah, Mr. Rasta, man. Mr. Vegan, man. Make sure you go viral. Thanksgiving when you stuff the stuffing upon the turkey bomber clot asshole. Make sure it dangle from the net. Start with the old lady, then bless the old lady all the way down to the youth, them. You understand, Rasta, man? And little man, I know real Rastas, which you are far from. You heard me?
Rick Ross, first of all, I love you, brother. And I want you to know that, because you sounded a little upset in your video reply to me. But I love you too much to not be honest with you. And right now you're deflecting. I was talking about your lyrical content and you talking about turkeys. I'm talking about you as a hip hop OG still glorifying murder and drug dealing in your music. And you talking about turkeys? Bro, more people are streaming your music than eating your turkeys. You can believe that, brother. Oh, then you can make fun of my accent and my hair, brother. That's lightweight. You hear me? What am I doing to help my community? Well, my whole adult life, I've been a middle school teacher. Now I'm a full-time hip-hop artist. just dropped my 10th album. It's called Uno. You should check it out, actually. I've helped to give out hundreds of thousands of dollars in college scholarships for students around this country, done financial literacy tours year after year, brother. Shoe drives, toy drives, voter registration rallies, prison ministry. I'm currently a professor at Tufts University teaching the intersection of hip hop and social change, and I'm a fellow at Harvard University. Ultimately, I'm just trying my best to do God's work in this industry, bro. Then you say, won't I go viral with my own content? Brother, you're a little late to the party. I've been successful for a while, man, and not having to glorify the things that's harmful to our community. Could you do that? I'm curious. Bro, I work with some of the same artists as you, The Game, Lupe, Big Crit, Juvenile, Manny Fresh, Currency, Kevin Gates, Sway, Charlamagne. These people know me, man. So as black men, let's do our best to do God's work and not glorify what's holding us down, man.
All right, so that was just Rick Ross. Now, Rick Ross handled it from a humorous side, right? You know what I'm saying? Because Rick Ross ain't gonna sit there and threaten niggas and all that shit. He got a little comedy side to him. You see, he been like that with 50 Cent. He been like that with any nigga he been beefing with. He has a humorous side to it. He not taking it as serious. But Jim Jones, on the other hand, Jim like, yo, what if my little nephew or one of my little cousins see you and slap that shit off your head or smack one of them dreads out your head? Jim's taking it to another level, right? Niggas don't play with their name and you fucking with their brands and their money. It's just entertainment. Now, the same way that D1 is attacking Meek Mill, Jim Jones, and Rick Ross for their content, like ain't none of us listening to their music and going to go buy a key of cocaine and go and try to bust it down and ain't none of us listening to Rick Ross records and thinking that we gonna go push some coke from Miami to so-and-so. It's entertainment. So the same way that he got that energy for them, right? You got to have that type of energy for Hollywood putting out these movies. If you go and get on the rappers, you got to be mad at niggas like the Hughes brothers who put out Menace to Society, John Singleton for putting out Boys in the Hood. King of New York. It's a bunch of goddamn movies that I can sit here and say, like, you calling these niggas out. It ain't because of their content, because you just said, brother, you on your 10th album. Why the fuck you wasn't doing this on your first album, or your second album, or your third album, or your fourth album, or your fifth album, or your fifth? Why are you promoting your album in this exchange? You can't say it ain't for fucking clout. You can't say you're not trying to promote yourself. You calling their names and then you promoting your shit in the same time. So are you really trying to make a change? You saw it's the first time we drawing the line and said, no, it ain't, brother. Motherfuckers drew the line in the sand when they did self-destruction. They drew the line in the sand when they said we all in the same gang. We've been trying to kill us going at each other. We've been trying to, why you ain't going at Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick talk about street shit. He may not say he might not be a gangbanger, but he's reporting what's going on in the streets too. So if you serious about making a change, why would you be going at them and be promoting your music at the same fucking time? This is where I don't take them serious. You know what I'm saying? Now, you got, yo, young boy, you got to think about it. You trying to fuck up niggas' paper. You calling them out on their music. That shit is entertainment. That shit is entertainment, bro. We've been rapping out here for 50 years. Niggas been talking tough shit and drug shit and all that shit. And you talking about you been out here for 10 years or you got 10 albums or you worked with every nigga you named. Currency. Currency don't rap about the streets. I can't even think about all the people that he named. But what are you talking about, brother? What are you talking? See, what you doing is called clout chasing. Now, you may feel like you already got a name, this, that, and other. And if you did, you wouldn't have to say shit about these people, right? You calling them out and then asking for a conversation. Nigga like me, I asked Jay-Z to talk to me. That nigga felt like he too fucking big. But he's sitting there fucking blocking me, Dame, and everybody else with these niggas, Steve Style, and making sure niggas can't eat. So a person like me, you know how many times I try to fucking talk to Jay-Z and the nigga feel like he too big? Jim Jones ain't that type of nigga. You can pull up on Jim Jones anywhere. You can pull up on Rick Ross anywhere. These niggas will talk to you. I seen Rick Ross at where was it? A game? Atlanta Hawks game. He's sitting there. I walk right over there. Yo, Ross, what up? Yo, I tell security, yo, I wanted to interview you. All right, homie. All right. It didn't happen, but he's approachable. You going on a platform like Sway and these different joints with all these listeners, and then you downing these brothers without a conversation. Now, had you say, yo, man, you know, I was talking to brother Rick Ross, or I was talking to the brother Meek Mill, you know, about their content, this, that, and the third, boom, 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 boom. You know, and we fell out, and you know, they felt they didn't feel my views, this, that, and other. Justified. But when you go on these platforms and you start downing these niggas and talking down on these niggas and say, oh, man, nigga, go, why you ain't call Jay-Z out? That nigga been selling drugs in his music for fucking 100 years. Why not? Listen, you can speak facts without mentioning people's names. Why is he calling Jim Jones out? Why is he calling Rick Ross out? Why is he calling Meek Mill out? What about Gucci Man? What about BG? This nigga just came home from jail and spitting that street shit. Why you ain't talking to him? Yo, nigga, you been in jail, so. Like, bro, you picking and choosing, bro. Like, if you think you're going to draw a line in the sand for the last 30 years of hip hop, you got a hell of a fight on your hands, brother. And you are dealing with some niggas from the streets that may feel like you might be fucking up their bag talking that shit. And you gonna have to deal with it on the street. These niggas ain't gonna rap it to you, bro. Jim Jones is not gonna make no song to you. And what they eat don't make you shit, bro. You gotta remember that. These niggas been doing this shit for a long time. This is how they feed their family. The same way you feed your family, ain't nobody sitting there criticizing you. Why? Because you what? You talking positive or you talking God? Now, I don't know your music to go through your catalog because I don't know how you started off rapping. You could have been talking some street shit in your beginning and fucking, and excuse me, and grew to this point to where you at now. But I'm not going to waste my time going through your catalog or going through features because I guarantee you it's some niggas you was rapping with on some songs that was talking some street shit. But don't get yo, bro, you from New Orleans. Why the fuck you ain't calling out Birdman? Call out the niggas from your city first. As dangerous as it is in New Orleans, you ain't gonna be talking shit about no motherfucking Birdman, I bet you that. Start in your own backyard first. Why you ain't call out Boosie? Call the niggas that's close to your house. Niggas that can pull up on you in your city. Call them niggas out. Because it's a lot in it. Call out Lil Wayne. You from New Orleans, right? Call out Wayne. Call out Birdman. Call out Boosie. These niggas is in your backyard, brother. Y'all saying he did. He's not viral right now for saying shit about nobody in New Orleans. He's viral right now for Rick Ross and goddamn Jim Jones. It's 100 million niggas with the same type of content as Jim Jones, Meek Mills, which are just because niggas report street stories don't mean that these niggas is out here selling drugs or causing destruction. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still ignorant niggas in the streets. But for him to sit there and nitpick on these certain people, he's going to find himself in some danger, bro. Y'all gang keep encouraging him to do that. Like this person right here. I'm wrong? Okay. Something happened to this dude. Are you going to pay? Are you going to pay for his funeral? Are you going to even go to his funeral? Huh? If niggas jump on him in the streets, how many of y'all niggas is going to help him? Y'all niggas will be right on Instagram posting his ass whipping. What he's doing is not smart for ignorant niggas, for street niggas. You taking a chance of fucking up their bag. If you wanted to talk to them or if you wanted to create a movement, you should have said, hey, y'all, I'm starting this panel discussion. We're going to go around colleges. Yo, Meek Mill, yo, Ross, yo, Jim. Yo, I think that, y'all type of content, boom, 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 off the record, get with these niggas and then move around and do something positive. But the way you doing it is you are going to fuck up their bag in their head. Yo, why is this nigga calling my name out? Who is this nigga? I don't even know this nigga. Why is he criticizing my music or how I do shit? And they out here feeding their families. Brother, you can listen, you can listen to these people out here in these comments. That's going to encourage you to keep doing that shit. I recommend you go get with the city council people and all those type of people and get on the platform and promote your positivity without destroying the next man. You ain't gotta fucking talk down on these niggas for you to get attention. You can put out your music with a positive message without shitting on their music. There's something out here for everybody. But here we go again. Black people taking down black people. Oh, y'all keep encouraging this dude, and if it fucking get his head blown the fuck off for fucking with niggas' bags, ain't near one of y'all motherfuckers going to his funeral. I'll put my life on that. Instagram, I'm gonna come back. This one is in it. Like y'all ain't got it. Listen, I'm talking. You see this gray hair? This shit is wisdom. Okay? I'm telling you, young boy. If you go watch Jim Jones' interview and you see how Jim Jones is taking this, y'all would not be fucking encouraging the young boy to keep going with that shit. Now, what he's saying, he has some validation in what he's saying. Yeah, we need to have some positive music. It's the yin and the yang. You're gonna have some niggas that kick that street story, that CNN news shit, the NWA way, and you're gonna have niggas that say fight the power. That don't make these niggas wrong and don't make you right. You gonna have people that listen to you that don't listen to this. And we're gonna have niggas that listen to this that don't listen to you. But there ain't no reason for y'all niggas to be going at it. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones ain't sitting there talking about, oh man, fuck all y'all vegetarian ass niggas. All y'all positive ass niggas. Rick Ross ain't, Meek Mill, they not out here shooting down J. Cole. Yo, nigga, you ain't talking no gangster shit. What's wrong with you? Are you getting on, what's this little chick name? Her booty holes brown and all these other chicks out here that's talking. You got, what's this girl name? Let me look her name up. You don't see Rhapsody out here drawing the line in the sand for Sexy Red and all these other chicks that do the whole rap. Right? Rhapsody lets them do what the fuck Cardi B and Megan and all the whole rap, stripper rap. Rhapsody ain't sitting there saying, oh man, I'm drawing the line in the sand. Y'all hoes, y'all out here doing this whole ass music. Y'all needed it. She letting them get their fucking bag. Let them do what they do. Y'all come over here and listen to me and what I do over here. She don't got to destroy the other women or take down the other women or talk down on the other women to get her message out. And you ain't seeing Cardi B talking about, oh, fuck Rhapsody. That positive ass chick. I'll slide down the stripper pole every day. Why she ain't making no money? I could go in the strip club and make $10,000 in a night on the strip club. Rhapsody's stupid with that positive shit. They not doing that to each other. And that's what I'm saying to young boy. You don't have to shit on these niggas because you talking to the streets, nigga. They not going to sit down and go, well, D1, you have a point there, my man. I think I'm not going to say the word bitch and hoe no more. You're right, D1. I'm not going to put the word drugs in my music no more. I'm not going to talk about the streets and no more. I'm going to rap what you want me to rap about now, D1. I'm going to rap about God in the Bible. Bro, there's people that listen to you and there's people that listen to Jim Jones. I never heard of you, but I heard of Meek, I heard of Rick Ross, I heard of Jim Jones because that's the type of music that I listen to, and I can take the positive shit and leave the negative shit out of it. But you cannot say these niggas don't make music that is motivating for street niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, young blood, I hope that you don't get offended by what I'm saying. You got all that knowledge. You got all that knowledge, right? Professor and all this at the schools and this, that, and other. You better use that shit not to get your motherfucking wig knocked off, nigga. Because what you may perceive as, oh, I'm kicking some positive shit. I love you, brothers, and this, that, and the other. If you love them, you will not be doing nothing to damage their bag. And that's all they looking at. Like, yo, who is this nigga talking about? But there are going to be people that's going to encourage you to keep going. But I guarantee you, when you run into these ignorant niggas, and it may not be Meek, it may not be Ross, and it may not be Jim, but it might be one of these little niggas around them. That don't want to hear that positive shit you talking. These niggas ain't been to church in 40 years. Just be careful, brother. I'm telling you, you got other niggas in the comments right now that telling me I'm wrong. But trust me, these motherfuckers is not going to be there to help you. Watch. Now, keep doing your positive music. You see J. Cole? J. Cole don't talk down on Jim Jones. J. Cole don't talk down on Rick Ross. And he still makes a strong impact with his music. It's a lot of positive brothers out here, man. But don't think that you gonna come and tell niggas how to deliver their message to the streets. These niggas is from the streets. I don't know about Rick Ross, but Meek Mill, Jim Jones, I know Jim personally, brother. Jim has changed a lot. Jim has changed a lot. He's more positive than negative. I don't give a fuck what he rap about. But when it comes to that community shit, he's on it. You might roll through Harlem and see this nigga standing on the streets hanging there in front of a fucking bodega. It wouldn't be me, but he still got that connection. So it don't matter what he's saying in his music because he has inspired and uplifted a bunch of niggas that would probably be in jail with the same way he's rapping. All I'm saying is, brother, man, don't get yourself hurt. Don't get yourself hurt barking up the tree of these niggas that still got ignorance in them. Niggas can get ignorant just like that. Bang. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas got egos. You dealing with ego, and pride to kill a man. Nigga ain't gonna sit there and let you do, like, you calling these niggas out like that and tell them they need to change their music and this. Why? You hear that Ice Cube album with what was it? What, Mount Westmore, E40, Too Short, Snoop, and Ice Cube. These niggas still rapping about street shit. Ain't near one of them niggas in the streets. And these niggas is in their 50s, bro. And they still rap about street shit. Well, we know they ain't in the streets. So what you gonna get on Ice Cube for making it Friday? Oh man, you out here making a movie about getting high with weed. Nigga, Ice Cube out here making movies about niggas getting high and shit. Niggas selling drugs out the ice cream truck. I'm drawing the line in the sand. No more Friday movies. Nigga, what you doing? Stupid nigga here. I'm about to block this nigga. I done had enough of this stupid nigga. It's entertainment. 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 Niggas is rapping. Niggas been having. Where you think the word studio gangster come from? Studio gangster come from niggas that ain't really gangsters, but go in the studio and rap about street shit. Ice Cube was not no goddamn gangster. Ice Cube was not out there selling drugs, but he brought you what was going on in the community. Y'all telling me fuck the police? None of y'all couldn't relate to that shit? That shit is still going on. Police is still killing people. Police is Eric Garner, all that shit. Man, fuck the police came out over 20, 30 years ago. What's wrong with that message? Fuck the police came out over fucking 30 years ago, bro. If I'm not mistaken. Where has that message changed? Now you can say fight the power. That was the same message. But if you from the streets, which one did you relate to more? Fight the power or goddamn fuck the police? Especially if your ass got jacked up by the police. So all I'm just saying is, if he would have called out Ice Cube, it's no different than calling out Jim Jones. It ain't no different than calling out Rick Ross. Rick Ross and Ice Cube's the same motherfucker to me. Them niggas wasn't in the streets, but they seen the streets, and they fucking poets at when it come to writing and getting you to see the vision or seeing the picture. Everybody know that Rick Ross was a fucking correction officer. So you getting at him, Rick Ross, that everybody know that was a fucking correction officer. You getting on this thing about some fucking lyrics? And we know he wasn't out there on the blocks. He wasn't Trick Daddy. Y'all keep encouraging this young man to go about things the way that he's going about them. You going to make sure you feel some guilt and feel like you got some blood on your hands too if niggas bust him upside his motherfucking head for saying they names and calling them out about their music. He ain't got to do that shit to elevate. He don't. Look at these. Yo, you know what? I'm dropping the link in here for all you smart ass motherfuckers that's leaving comments. Come on the screen and talk your talk. Jay Smith, come on the screen and come preach. Come on the screen right now. Here go the link for you right there. I just dropped it. All y'all that think I'm wrong, you come on the screen and you make your point. So D1 can see y'all niggas. Jay Smith, I'm waiting on you. Come on, Jay Smith, I'm waiting on you. Come on. I'm waiting. Come make your point. Fuck all that common gangster shit. Bring your positive, righteous ass, your brand Nubian ass up here right now. I'm lost. Nigga, I'm not lost. I've been doing this shit a long time. Y'all gonna get that nigga fucking snot box rocked. Y'all keep encouraging him to keep fucking with these niggas in the streets. Go ahead. I'm waiting on you, Jay Smith. Where you at? You can't see the link? It's right there for you. Don't tell me Jim a gangbanger. I didn't ask you that. I asked you to come on the goddamn screen and tell I'm wrong. You come on and tell me where I'm wrong. Because I guarantee you're not going to help D1. I'll give you another 60 seconds. And that go for any of y'all that's talking that shit. Come on. Tell me why this dude can't go out here and do his music and preach his music and be successful without tearing down these niggas or trying to point them out. Y'all telling me this dude D1 can't rap about what he rapping about and say he can't rap or get up here and speak without saying nobody names? Your time is up, nigga. My point is, listen, if the homeboy, you see this, man, just think of a better approach. Keep in mind that these niggas is feeding their families, right? Keep in mind that it's entertainment. It's the same shit we talk about. Motherfuckers criticize us for rapping and talking street shit. I talk street shit. What you think Stay DL is? I'm not sitting there telling, yo, Rick Ross, nigga, you telling niggas to sell drugs. You need to tell niggas they don't need the floss. I ain't got to say nobody name. I said my aim is enlightened. Drop jewels on you. I ain't say nobody name. You thinking I'm jealous because I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to what game you got school. I wasn't local. You wasn't local cat snatch you when I made moves. Now I'm paranoid and preaching. Nah, you was sleeping. Knew you was sneak thief and couldn't see us beefing. I ain't say a nigga name. You got to learn from mistakes. Don't show you got cake and press a nigga to rob you, bitch, sell your fate, get knocked by the feds, lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, you ain't thinking about Jake. I'm talking to all the niggas in the streets that's wearing jewelry, getting on Instagram, showing their money and everything. But I ain't saying niggas' names, and it's a bunch of niggas I'm talking to. I see them, but I'm not saying their names. Y'all niggas just loose yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping your ways and actions. You better front like time's hard. You got a 2-door garage. You got ice like Liberage with no damn job. Without a reasonable doubt, you think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry. He got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees. You laughing because I'm broke? Nigga, I'm broke on the streets. I'm talking to the same niggas without even saying their names. And who's in jail now? A bunch of them, right? I'm not going to say their names because that's who the fuck I'm talking to. But they in jail now. I ain't have to tell niggas, I ain't have to say their names. I ain't have to tear niggas down. But I'm talking directly to them without saying their names. If they get the jewel, they get the jewel. If they don't, they upstate where the fuck they at. Or they in the penitentiary where the fuck they at. It's the same message, brother. I'm saying the same shit without shitting on my niggas. You thinking with your pockets. Because you got money. That's what I'm saying. Nigga, you thinking with your pockets. You copped her ice lockets. Now she's somewhere in Houston. Nigga, you blew like a rocket. Meaning you blew trial. You done spent all this money on this bitch. And then she turned the tail on you. They used her seed for bait. Through the line, she caught it. Oh, we gonna take your kids. We gonna take your kids. Oh, yeah, it was Jimmy. They used her seed for bait. Through the line, she caught it. You gave her all that loot. But she couldn't afford it, nigga. Front of girls, yo, I'm failing him. Blue puff in your face, daddy. It's all about Benjamins. Remember me? I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky. We used to slay bitches like Buffy. And now you thinking why they cuffed me? Nigga, think of the luxuries you had. And now you in the cell with other willies, you brag. Yo, nigga, I'll push the big Benz with 20-inch rims. When I'm in the club, Chris for all of my mens. But sitting across the bar, what's up, star? The feds watching you. back to reality. Nigga, you back behind bars. You chose not to listen. CD1, I'm talking the same shit you talking. You chose not to listen. You had the H class glistening. Knew the rules of the game. Played yourself out position. Stay DL. Same message, brother. Without saying none of these niggas' names. But now all these niggas that I was rapping to, well, not all of them, but the ones that I was rapping to, telling them, yo, take off the jewelry, nigga. You still out here selling drugs. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you tricking on bitches and buying them all this shit, nigga? That bitch ain't, when the police come, what she gonna do? Soon as they tell, oh, we taking your kids, nigga, you going to jail. Same message, brother. Talking to the same type of people, brother. Now, I ain't got to say none of their names to try to gain more attention, but I'm drawing the line in the sand too. Nigga, you want to go to jail or you don't? I'm giving you the game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And and look, I haven't even got to the next album yet because I'm slow dragging the learn from mistakes out. First time felon. I'm talking to the same people, bro. It ain't no telling. You be a first time felon. Stop following these niggas in the streets. It's the same message, brother. Without saying none of these niggas' names or making them feel less than or talking down or trying to fuck they bag up. But I'm talking straightly, directly to them. Whether they get it or not, you're going to get some niggas that be like, oh, shit, this nigga Choke said some shit. You know? And they can take that shit to their mans that's on the street, be like, yo, you need to listen to this. I wish I could remember my fucking lines to my song Conspiracy. Damn, how that line go? Let me pull this out real quick. There's a song I got, right? Called Conspiracy. It's the same type of shit. You try to tell niggas in the streets, right? Nigga, for years and decades after decades after decades after decades, there's not too many niggas that sell drugs that's not going to jail, right? How many niggas y'all know that sold drugs that never went to jail? It's very few, right? Or they sold it for a little bit of time and they got out. It's the same thing, bro. Nigga, you could tell a nigga, yo, you sell the drugs, you gonna go to jail. Niggas gonna do what they want to do. So, you know, I'm not gonna get into all that no more. But I'm saying, like, it's really a way that he could have delivered his message that wouldn't have offended none of these guys. Because you see, they don't know this nigga, but they jump on the internet and they address him because they feel offended, or they feel like he's calling them. Like I tell you, pride and ego will kill a man. Pride and ego will kill a man. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with a nigga pride, you fuck with a nigga ego, that shit can really come down on you. You know what I'm saying? But I hope that there's enough dudes in D1's ear to say, hey, yo, bro, you can say what you want, but just change your approach. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to shout. You ain't got to put yourself at risk, because this is hip hop. This is street shit. At the end of the day, hip hop is some street shit. And you dealing with niggas with egos. And when you go on these goddamn radio stations and you sit there and you shit on these dudes the way that he did, these niggas ain't making no fucking songs. You gotta be, you know what? I ain't gonna say no more, man. Yo, young blood, I understand your message. I understand what you're trying to do. Just find a better approach. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason for you to get in no beef with no niggas because you trying to be positive. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say to you. Ain't no reason for you to get into beef with niggas because you want to be positive. I'm sure they would understand your message if you didn't go on the platform and then talk down on them like they doing some shit that's been wrong, when this shit talking about you drawing a line in the sand. Like, pardon my French, but who the fuck is you to be talking about you drawing the line in the sand, how niggas been making a living for the last 30 years of their life? You better be careful, brother. You better be careful, man. Niggas is ignorant. Or can be. Let me change that. Niggas can be. Now, I'm going to move on and get to Reggie. Let me pull up this paperwork. Your man is so rich. And for those who don't know, I did show y'all what he looked like. Okay, yeah, sure. Son was great when it came to the paper chase. Ah, man, my guy calling. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I gotta see. I just want to show y'all your boy. So all this trash, right? I'm gonna show y'all he's still lying. Hold on, let me see if I could go straight to what I want to show y'all without going through the whole thing. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Damn, this is a lot. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna blow y'all mind with this one. You know what? Conclusion. Hold on. That's it. You know what? I'm gonna just give y'all this right now. And tomorrow, I'm gonna go through the whole thing. Check this out. Remember your man was sitting there talking all that shit. His house, and his house, and his house, and his house, and he gonna do a crib in his house. Nigga. What did it say, y'all? The agreement avoids an empty judgment. Even if the trustee could establish that Wright received a financial benefit as a result of the subject transfer, it appears that Wright has no significant assets to pay any award obtained by the trustee. Wright has signed a declaration stating that he owns no significant assets, including real property, and that's his main source of income is a disability pension he receives from the state of California. As such, the probability of collection in this matter would be low. Y'all can read it for yourself. And let me give y'all a second to read that for yourself. Your man's so rich with that. What assets this nigga got? What are you talking about? This is your bankruptcy, nigga. This is your bankruptcy, rich guy. You living so good with your big ass house. What you gonna show us? Abba-dooba-dooba's house? What do that say, y'all? What do that say, y'all? What do that say, y'all? I know somebody say who I'm talking about with the nigga last name right there. Some of y'all you must have really just came in this motherfucker. What did it say, y'all? Is this why the name is in his house is in Abba-dooba? So who else he gonna show us, y'all? Who house is he gonna show us, y'all? A nigga ain't got no assets, including real property, which is real estate. And that his main source of income is a disability pension he receives from the state of California for having swollen feet 30 years ago. What does it say, y'all? And he can ready show us his house? Whose house? Abba-dooba-dooba? Then we see this nigga wearing gold chains and death row chains and fucking Versace Medusa head chains. And the only money he gets is a disability check. How you paying that mortgage, nigga? Because that mortgage got to be thousands of dollars. You ain't tell him you making money on YouTube? You ain't telling them about them shipping companies that's registered to that address? They don't know about that, do they? What is he talking about, y'all? He getting ready to show us his house? What house? What house? Y'all see it, right? Even if the trustee could establish that Wright received a financial benefit as a result of the subject transfer, it appears that Wright has no significant assets to pay any award obtained by the trustee. Wright has signed a declaration stating that he owns no significant assets, including real property, and that is his main source of income, and that his main source of income is a disability pension he receives from the state of California. As such, the probability of collection in this matter would be low. Nigga, now we know why niggas is out here catching distribution charges, right? Well, you gonna show? We waiting to see your house, brother. We waiting to see your house. Make sure you show us. We'll be tuned in. We wait for the Cribs episode. We waiting. We waiting. We waiting. We waiting. Choke no joke. I'll be back.
Stay
Y'all heard it. Don't follow these cats. Now you better get out the game, nigga. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
Don't follow those cats. Choke no joke. You already know. Let's go out the go. Now I'm out the game. Feel good, not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them chains. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Brave Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's name. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga in public like shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the chow line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making the fifth go rumble. Because of the stick of trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, with some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What my state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, roll us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you wanna go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what do that say? Get out the game, nigga. You wanna sleep easy, nigga? Look at these rap niggas, nigga. You wanna be the next rapper? Trapper, clapper, federal indictment rapper? Huh? I keep telling y'all niggas, man, get out the game, man. Joke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Check it out. Choke no joke. Learn from mistakes. DJ S&S the Great. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. Best day of my life, no sleep all night. Broke day for weeks, my cash was right. My capo tight, take our loot, unite. 23-hour shifts had us elude like Mike. Cash lovely, yeah, Dougie. How could this day get so ugly? Wifey bout to pop like some bubbly. Yo, through those 9 months, you really bug me. Felt like a star, cop first car. Get up the guard, what it is, baby paw. He about to cop a van, get up with our mans. Before we reached our low spot, toes blam. Unaware what happened, discussing and clapping. It wasn't loud, ain't shit gonna happen. Me being stupid, instead of getting it moving, this nigga kept chefing like the woo one. Then we heard a knock, no one knew of this spot. 6 niggas in the spot, 6 niggas not. Ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. I'm in the precinct all damn even. This good cop, bad cop shit got me steaming. No, I was caught, I ain't give a fuck. Had jokes like the usual suspects line up. Book times up, came back fuck. Shirt wrinkled up, my pigs roughed me up. Time's up, heard them clink of the cuffs. Niggas was so deep they had to call on the bus. Everybody that checks outside waiting on us like ghetto celebs. Our cells ain't plush. 5 in the book and gave a whooping. He never forget, they gotta be split. Up in the courtroom, they cause it ruckus. Everybody in the jacks waiting on us. Try to bail us out, that thought got thrown out. Bill one so high, I couldn't bear half a nigga out. Copped out. That's what first fell in the bow. Back on the bus, Rikers the row. Wifey in the courtroom crying out. We love y'all with tears running in their mouth. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first-time felon. No telling when you be a first-time felon.
Choke, no joke. Learn from mistakes. God damn it. Keep chasing that paper. You might catch a case. Shout out to DJ SNS the Great. I'll see y'all in the morning. Peace.